Famous racehorses live on through the ages. Memorable names conjure up images of the biggest horse races, dominant performances, and memories of where you were watching. Whatever incredible feats that the equine grades pulled off, narrowing it down to the 10 best or most famous racehorses is always a highly subjective and hotly debated topic. With such storied history behind this sport going back centuries, it's very hard comparing horses of different eras and from parts of the world. Let's not forget the greatest jockeys ever who piloted famous racehorses throughout their careers either. Context is everything in a list like this. How do you define greatness? Is a longer unbeaten streak better than earning millions in prize money? We've taken those metrics, undefeated animals, career winnings, outstanding achievements and longevity, and come up with our top 10 all-time most famous racehorses. There may even be a few on the list you didn't know about. Without further ado, here's a list of what we believe are the most famous racehorses of all time. At number 10, Kinmise. Foaled in 1874. Bred in Austria-Hungary. This mare has a record of 54 wins and undefeated, with the earnings of 379,805 German Goldmark. Eastern Europe's most famous racehorse had an undefeated career over 4 seasons between 1876 and 1879 in a world record streak of 54 runs. Kinmise won races in 7 modern-day countries: Germany, Austria, Czech Republic, Hungary, Slovakia, UK and France. The height of her fame outside Eastern Europe came in 1878 when she won the Goodwood Cup, Grand Prix de Deauville and Grosser Preis van Baden in the space of a few weeks. She won the latter a record 3 times. Only one other horse has matched her since. After retiring from the track, Kinmise became an influential broodmare. Famous racehorses descended from her include Polygamy and Camelot, a dual Derby winner in the UK and Ireland and leading thoroughbred sire in his own right. At number 9, Black Caviar. Foaled in 2006. Bred in Australia. This mare has a record of 25 wins and undefeated, with the earnings of $7,953,936. The first of a few entries from down under on our list, Black Caviar enjoyed an undefeated career as a sprinter spanning between 2009 and 2013. She raced just once outside of her native Australia, at Royal Ascot, the UK's premier flat horse racing festival, and won the 2012 Diamond Jubilee Stakes. Black Caviar was crowned Australian Champion Sprinter and Racehorse of the Year in 3 consecutive years between 2011 and 2013. In homage to her incredible record, she was also named European Champion Sprinter in 2012 despite just that one race in the Northern Hemisphere. 60% of her career wins came at Group Grade 1 level, including 3 in the Lightning Stakes, which has since been renamed the Black Caviar Lightning in honor of her.
This is very, very tight indeed. Black Caviar flashing home.
At number 8, Hurricane Fly. Foaled in 2004. Bred in Ireland. This gelding has a record of 26 wins and 9 placing in 42 starts, with the earnings of £1,894,422. Our sole entrant from the British Isles, Irish national hunt star Hurricane Fly was one of the best hurdlers ever seen across the Atlantic. Originally trained in France on the flat, it was only when he moved back to Ireland and joined the famous stable of Willie Mullins that he showed his true potential. Hurricane Fly went on to win 22 Grade 1 hurdle races from 32 starts over the obstacles. That was a world record in this sport until another of our famous racehorses eclipsed him. In 2013, he regained the champion hurdle at the Cheltenham Festival and was the first horse in 38 years to do so. His 5 consecutive victories in the Irish champion hurdle at Leopardstown 2011-15 is a record. Hurricane Fly also holds the outright most wins in the Punchestown champion hurdle with 4 in succession, 2010-13.
Arctic Fur is only a couple of legs down. Hurricane Hurricane Fly and Jeski on the inside. On the outside, Arctic Fur over the nose. Hurricane, oh, Jeski has made a blunder. And Hurricane Fly is in front. Arctic Fur on the outside. This is an unbelievable racehorse. Hurricane Fly, 10 out of 10. Beats his track record of 5 in the race. And Hurricane Fly wins again at Leopardstown. What an equine superstar. Beats his stable companion Arctic Fur.
At number 7, Zenyatta. Foaled in 2004. Bred in the United States of America. This mare has a record of 19 wins and 1 place in 20 starts, with the earnings of $7,304,580. Once named the greatest filly of all time by Sports Illustrated, Zenyatta was also a bargain when you consider she was bought for just $60,000 and quickly set about winning 19 of her 20 career starts. Zenyatta landed back-to-back races at the Breeders' Cup in 2008 and 2009, scoring in the Distaff, then known as the Ladies Classic, against fellow fillies and mares first. Her triumph in open company in the Breeders' Cup Classic itself pocketed her a first-place purse of $2,700,000. A 3-time American champion older female horse, Zenyatta was also awarded American Horse of the Year in 2010 and just failed by a short head to retire unbeaten.
Zenyatta, if she wins this, she'll be a super horse. She's starting to pick them off though. Zenyatta gonna hook to the outside. Meanwhile, it's Colonel John. Summerbird in the red cap. And Zenyatta's come to the outside. Zenyatta coming flying on the grandstand side. Gio Ponti on the inside. Summerbird is right there. This is unbelievable. Zenyatta, what a performance. One we'll never forget. Looked impossible.
At number 6, Mai Diva. Foaled in 1999, bred in England. This mare has a career record of 15 wins and 7 placing in 36 starts, with the earnings of $14,526,685 Australian dollars. Although bred in England, Mai Diva was shipped to Australia as a yearling alongside her dam Tugela. She went on to achieve legendary status. There's a race that takes place down under attracting worldwide interest nicknamed, the race that stops a nation. No horse has won the Melbourne Cup more than Mai Diva, 3 times between 2004 and 2006. Her record is far from flawless compared to some of the other famous racehorses on our list, but she delivered again and again when it mattered most at Flemington, which is one of the top horse racing tracks ever. Mai Diva completed the rare Cox Plate and Melbourne Cup double in 2005, becoming just the 7th horse in history to do it. She was named Champion Australian Stayer 3 times, 2004 to 2006, and Australia Racehorse of the Year in 2005 and 2006.
Trying to go with it. They've got to Portland Singer and Lachlan River. Here comes Like a Falcon and excellent. But Mai Diva clear with 100 metres to go. Excellent runs to second. Autozone runs on. But a champion becomes a legend. Mai Diva has won it from either Autozone. Excellent. Like a Falcon is close up. And just behind those horses then was Lachlan River, Portland Singer.
At number 5, Kelso. Foaled in 1957. Bred in the United States of America. This gelding has a record of 39 wins and 14 placing in 63 starts, with the earnings of $1,977,896. Kelso missed an U.S. Triple Crown bid in 1960, but went on to true greatness. He had surprising longevity for an American racehorse and beat more fellow Hall of Famers than any over 20th century thoroughbred. It's rare for any horse to be named American Champion 3-year-old without running in those Triple Crown races, but this one managed that accolade. A 5-time winner of the Jockey Club Gold Cup at Belmont Park, Kelso is the most successful in the history of this Grade 1 feature in the fall. He also earned American Racehorse of the Year honors for a record 5 consecutive years between 1960 and 1964. He was champion older male horse from 1961 to 1964 too.
In the stretch, it's Kelso and Gunball. Kelso on the outside, then Gunball. Here they come, it's Kelso, Gunball, Annalyn, and Belsa Cambre. It's Kelso out in front. Kelso, Gunball, and Annalyn. It's Kelso showing the way. Kelso, there's the finish.
At number 4, Winx. Foaled in 2011. Bred in Australia. This mare has a record of 37 wins and 3 placings in 43 starts, with the earnings of $26,241,176 Australian dollars. The phrase Wonder Mare could have been coined for Winx. She stands alone as the winner of the most high-level races with 25 Grade 1 and Group 1 successes, a world record. She became just the third horse to be inducted into the Australian Racing Hall of Fame whilst still in training in 2017, following in the hoof prints of Black Caviar. Winx has the same sire, Street City, as Zenyatta, and earned more prize money than any Southern Hemisphere horse ever. Her 4 consecutive wins in the Cox Plate at Moonee Valley is a record. Awarded the title of Australian Horse of the Year in 4 consecutive years, 2015-16 to 2018-19. Winx was also champion middle distance racehorse in those seasons.
Winx is 2 lengths clear. Kluger sticks on. Then came Hartnell, but she's well clear. Winx inside the final 100 metres. Today we farewell an Australian icon, the greatest of all time. Winx wins a third. Queen Elizabeth beats Kluger. Hartnell third. Happy Club of...
At number 3, Seattle Slew. Foaled in 1974. Bred in the United States of America. This stallion has a record of 14 wins, 2 placings in 17 starts, with the earnings of $1,208,726. Until Justify came along in 2018, Seattle Slew was the only racehorse to win the U.S. Triple Crown of the Kentucky Derby, Preakness Stakes and Belmont Stakes without losing beforehand. He was champion juvenile colt, 3-year-old and older male horse in consecutive years from 1976 to 78. Seattle Slew was also American Horse of the Year for 1977. Battling back from a career and life-threatening illness, he returned to action and came within 2/5 of a second of breaking the world record in the Marlboro Cup. The influence of Seattle Slew over North American horse racing continued in his career at stud. Subsequent Kentucky Derby winners California Chrome and Orb are descended from him. Such was the popularity of Seattle Slew that racetracks became gripped with Slewmania when he ran. He really captured public imagination during a golden era for horse racing in the United States.
On the outside into second, Steve's friend. Here's Sanhedrin now closing also along the inside. Coming to the wire. Seattle Slew opens it to 4 lengths. At the finish, it's going to be Seattle Slew, and he's going along easily. He wins it by about 2 lengths. Rob Dusty won his second, Sanhedrin in third. Then it was very tight in the fourth between Steve's friend, Get the Axe, and along.
At number 2, Man O' War. Men O' War's weight-carrying performances are the stuff of horse racing legend. Foaled in 1917. Bred in the United States of America. This stallion has a record of 20 wins, 1 place in 21 starts, with the earnings of $249,465, equivalent to almost $3,200,000 today. Unfortunately, Man O' War wasn't given the opportunity to go for the U.S. Triple Crown. An even greater bargain than Zenyatta at just $5,000, he won all but one of his 21 career races. At stud, he had a remarkable and wide-reaching influence on thoroughbreds. Man O' War sired War Admiral, who did what his father wasn't allowed to and won the Triple Crown, and Battleship, the only horse to win the American and English Grand Nationals over jumps.
War takes the lead over Sir Barton. As they come around the first turn, it's Man of War leading Sir Barton by a length. Turning into the backstretch, it's Man of War by 2 lengths and going away. As they come around the far turn and into the stretch, it's Man of War leading Sir Barton by 15 lengths and under a strong hold. And Man of War is an easy winner.
Man of War won by 17 lengths, took 6 seconds off the track record.
At number 1, Secretariat. Foaled in 1970. Bred in the United States of America. This stallion has a career record of 16 wins and 4 placing in 21 starts, with the earnings of $1,316,808. Any list of famous racehorses wouldn't be complete without the scintillating Secretariat. Nicknamed Big Red, he destroyed the U.S. Triple Crown competition in 1973. Time sectionals are very important in flat horse racing, and Secretariat set age or track records in each of the big 3-year-old events in the USA. His 31 lengths winning margin in the Belmont Stakes is the largest in any Triple Crown event ever. He was simply in a league of his own. There had been Triple Crown winners prior to him, but no horse before or since has delivered it.
Who had it today got back to fifth. An amazing, unbelievable performance by this miracle horse. And look at Mrs. Sweetie. She had the time of her life. She and Lucian Lawrence, who own this most magnificent animal, who has today run the most sensational Belmont Stakes in the history of this race. Secretariat has accomplished the unbelievable task of breaking the mile-and-a-half record by 2 3/5 seconds. That is a record that may stand forever. The time of this race, 2:24. Almost unbelievable. At this point, I said 25. It could conceivably have been more. The time of this race, I must tell you again, an unbelievable 2:24, 2 3/5 seconds, the record. Unbelievable is all you're hearing down here, the winner's circle, and this horse, we haven't been able to digest it yet ourselves, Frank, right, have we?
Complete man of war and compare him to all the great ones, and he certainly deserves it, Jack. What an incredible effort. Demolished that field, and absolutely demolished it.
No contest. Listen to the crowd. Listen.
A gallant wave of the hat by Turcotte, and he certainly should be proud of what he and his horse did today, Jack.
My goodness, never in my dreams did I think it would be a race of that kind. And all our talk about the last quarter of a mile.
If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to click the notification bell to be updated on my future videos.